we're at the old customer service here at the Belk's, former Belk's department store, future home of the Crystal River Aquarium. And we're just starting to get all the stuff out and starting to be prepared to start putting up the exhibits. So what we're going to do today is take a little tour so we can get the before feel of this store. Before we put up any exhibits or anything, we finally have got just about everything else out. This thing here, we're moving it out. Then we're going to move this over to the ticket counter. And I was just moving these things off the carpet. We've got some people that are going to come in and clean the carpet again today. We've been cleaning the carpet for a while. And you'll see as I move this out, you can see the dramatic difference in what's happening there. You can see the stain behind the counter and stuff. I mean, the carpets are good quality carpets. There are good quality carpets in here. They just never really got a good cleaning. And we cleaned this section behind me at one point, and we're going to come back and clean it again this morning. Service Master, or a local carpet cleaning company right here in Crystal River, is donating their time and energy and manpower and equipment to clean the carpets with us, because they want to see the Crystal River Aquarium successful and how important it is for the community. We'll create some jobs here. We'll get the tourists, we'll have some place to go. So now they can visit the aquarium, they can visit Three Sisters when we get that open, they can take a ride for the manatees, they can come to our virtual theaters and things we have here. We're going to have a lot of entertainment for them here, plus a lot of education built in for them. We're planning after-school programs here and stuff. So I'm going to take a little tour today of the aquarium before we really start building it out. And this is phase one of the aquarium. So this phase one is it's going to be sort of an expo center. We're going to have aquariums here. We're going to be able to show people what the Nature Coast offers. And then phase two, we're hoping to build off-site an aquarium from the ground up. Because you can't put a manatee in the department store. You can't bring in sharks or dolphins or things like that in this department store. So this is really more of an expo, the birthplace of the aquarium. And then phase two, hopefully in 2 years or so, we'll be able to break ground on a new $10 million project, building a big Crystal River Aquarium that will be just a world-class aquarium, bring people from all over the world to see what we have here, and help promote tourism and create jobs and get this whole economy going. So a lot of good things happening here. Okay, so that was step one, and now step two, we're going to head to another location. And you want to just follow me around this way. And this is one of the next carpets that we're going to be cleaning here. And if you look at the wall there, you know, some wallpaper's off the wall and things like that. So we have a lot of cleanup there. You can see one of the fitting rooms there with the light on. We're going to have to take out the partitions in there. And this is going to be one of the virtual theaters in here. So this will be a little virtual reality theater in here. And it's just a little room, and maybe we'll have like 4 seats in here, and maybe you'll have a virtual reality of swimming with the manatees or hang gliding or playing with the otters. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different virtual reality type of film that we can do to keep everybody happy and entertained and teach them again. And then we have another, like, say, let's see if there's a light switch in here. Oh, there is. Then we have other storage rooms that were left like this, just an empty room. And once again, this can be a mini classroom or another little theater. So we're going to try to use as much of this space as we can. We've got, follow me around this way, and I'll show you one of our main workshops locations that we're going to have.
Let me stop just 1 second.
Okay. Are we rolling?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is on the south side of the building. You can see that we've got electrical strips here and a sink in the back. So we're going to be putting counters in here, and this is where some of the kids are going to be working at assembling aquariums and doing different aquarium experiments and stuff. So once again, it's perfect. We're going to use this room as is and just get it all cleaned up. And we've got another. This is the south exit. Just take a shot there. So we've got the chiller room, and back over here we've got a backup generator, which is pretty cool. Let's see if people want to See the backup generator?
That came with the deal?
Yes.
Wow, now that's good.
Backup generator came with the deal. So we're very excited about that because you really, for an aquarium, you're going to need something like that. And so we got a backup generator.
Oh, that's good.
Isn't that awesome?
That is wonderful.
It's a huge generator. They tell me it'll last about 3 days. We got it full, and they left me with a full tank of gas.
Oh, man.
So I'm happy with that. We checked that all out, and it's all good.
Yeah, you need that if you got an aquarium.
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and then this is kind of exciting in here. This is what it's called a chiller room. And this is pretty amazing. I don't know if the camera can see up there, but the chillers are actually above my head here. These huge chiller units. So this is all of the air conditioning. So all of the machines are out here for the air conditioning.
Wow.
And these units here are relatively new. We've been checking them out, making sure everything works right. So as we're moving into the aquarium space, we're testing everything to make sure that we know exactly how to use everything and control the air conditioning. This room in here is another equipment room that we're going to be using. This is old Belk storage. See, all the main breaker panels are over there for the air conditioning system. I finally figured out how to turn all the air conditioners off and get them back on manually. That's a good thing. The air conditioning here used to be connected. They used to control it with temperature sensors, and they used to actually control the temperature of the store from their main headquarters in North Carolina. So it could be freezing in the store, and there was no way you could adjust the temperature yourself. You got to call North Carolina and say, it's too cold in the ladies section. And try to get them to adjust it. But we've got it, we're getting it more under control, and the mall is very helpful. They're going to put in some more user-friendly thermostats for us. We've got 3 pumps there, 3 water pumps there that they're up and running. We've got one that runs all the time for the air conditioning water system, and then we have a backup spare. So we've been checking them all out, making sure everything's up and running correctly. Like I say, when we start bringing in the aquariums, you know, the fish are pretty fragile. They can't go without the pump circulating air constantly.
So you're going to use the pumps for some of that, or?
Well, no, the pumps on the aquarium have to be circulating, so that's why the backup generator is
Oh,
important.
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, this is for the air conditioning and the chillers and stuff, so we don't. Some tanks are ambient temperatures, but some fish have to have a warmer temperature in the water. Some of them have to have a reduced temperature in the water. So it's all electrically controlled. So it's very important that we've got that backup generator and this good air conditioning system. Okay, and so we're coming up to the chillers. This is all the main air conditioning for the aquarium. Very important. And I'm very proud of it. As you look at this AquaSup, this is a Carrier AquaSnap cooler, and you can see it's in great shape. So we're very happy about that. I had a friend of mine in Rotary come over and check out all the equipment, make sure everything's up to speed, and we're very lucky with this unit here. There's actually 3 units that will kick in simultaneously. These are the old air conditioning units here, which are no longer working. So we're lucky that they put in all this new equipment. And yeah, let's just run the camera down here. And so you can see compressor A, compressor A1, B2, B1. You see we've got all this stuff. And that's a lot of air conditioning there. We've got to air condition 83,000 square feet. And these babies are very efficient, very energy efficient.
With water, I would say that you've
Yes.
got a lot, more.
Yeah. So it's kind of fun, and it's nice the way this sits outside. You know, it's behind the buildings. We've got block walls, and that also helps keep the noise at a minimum. One straight up staircase. That's even steeper than a regular ladder. So this is great. This is where the wood floors are, and we have wood paneling along the wall there. So we're going to want to preserve that and preserve these wood floors. We've actually found some extra parts to the wood flooring in that back room off the chiller room that we were just in. So I've got some guys that were going to repair these floors and bring them up to speed. And this is, and then we're going to do this carpet section here. This is pretty bad. We're coming up near the front of the store now. 2 little theater rooms there. You can see how bad the carpet is here. I mean, look at that. Isn't that horrendous? And this great entrance off the mall. And one of the things that really attracted me to this space is the fact that as you're coming off the mall and you come into the store this way, and if the camera just follows the pan up and just look at the alcove above you. Look at the grand alcove. I mean, this is the grand entrance. This was the most beautiful department store in all of Citrus County. This was really high end. You've got all these beautiful mirrors here and everything. So we're going to have 3 big aquarium tanks down the middle here, and all the lights are going to reflect around all the mirrors. So even though there's only 3 tanks, it'll probably look like there's 50 tanks. So we're using the ceiling alcoves as a backdrop to the tanks, and so as we're bringing in the big fish tanks, we're going to use what's already here. Like I said, we're going to use this building as is. We're setting up an aquarium and a welcome center and expo hall in the old department store, and use everything as we can. And then, like I say, that this is phase 1. So this store is really just perfect for it.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. And
what's great is, if you.
And can you pan down that carpet? I want you to get a good view of that carpet so we can see when we get this clean what a challenge it was to clean it. This is one tough carpet. Okay, well let's go over to the loading dock area so that we can see the loading dock area. That we're going to be using the loading dock a lot because that's where we're going to be bringing in a lot of the exhibits and stuff. We're going to have exhibits that we bring in from the different museums and universities, and in fact, we're bringing in an exhibit soon. Just talked to John Warren about his Springs Eternal exhibit, and that was an exhibit that was just recently shown to the Friends of Crystal River at their annual meeting, and Senator Dean invited him to bring that up to Tallahassee and show the senators up there. It's an incredible exhibit, a photographic exhibit that shows the springs before, our time period when they were beautiful and how they are today. And so it really is eye-opening to see how beautiful some once were and how today some of them are completely dried up. So yeah, this is going to be the loading dock here. And this is a huge asset also. We've got pretty much all the debris out of here now. There's still a few things left. But we've got 2 big doors, automatic doors. We've got, you can back your semi-truck up and unload the exhibits. We can bring in glass and plexiglass and things as we're building the aquariums and stuff. We've got another big storage room in the back there. We've got an office there. So this is really, it's a great asset here. So we're going to be using this part. This is the north side of the building. So this is our other big work area will be happening over here. I'm very excited to have this as part of the aquarium. This space, who would have thought this was ever in here? These shelves are all 2-story shelves that go up. So this is the highest ceiling in Belk's. So it's a 2-story area. So we're going to take these shelves out of here and we're going to put balcony seating up there. So this is the future 3D theater. We figured we can get about 120 to maybe 135 seats in here. So, we'll have balcony seating up here. We're going to keep both the staircases in because these staircases will lead up to balcony seating up here. And then you'll have other seats down there that are lower. So it'll be sort of a steep seating. So no one's got a big head in front of them. Nice steep seating with the 3D screen there. And you'll get that true 3-dimensional pop out to where you think the, Nemo's right in front of you. I want to tell when they're in the theater, they're going to they can't imagine what it used to look like before with all these shelves. But these shelves it's going to take a lot of time to dismantle these because these shelves are actually part of the joists and the floor system in here. So we have to very carefully dismember everything and then take them out and probably recycle all the material or use these shelves elsewhere. down here. This is where we're putting another one set of aquariums. Are we still rolling?
Yeah.
This is where we're going to put another set of aquariums here after we move these out. All of these desks are, of course, going over by the doors. And if you look up there, we've got all this glass brick. And when you turn on those lights, it's just amazing. And so we'll have all that natural brick lighting coming down on top of all the aquariums here. And it's all on the floor is all tile here. So this is we're planning a bunch of big tube tanks with a lot of different seahorses and life like that. So people can see the seahorses that are right offshore on our own nature coast. You can see seahorses from pretty much all over the world. Some of the seahorses are so tiny that you actually put magnifying glasses on the aquarium so people can see them. And so this is going to be a big exhibit. Yeah. So anyway, this is a little bit better. Now we're getting back over into the better section. We're just starting to clean this carpet. We got this carpet here is pretty clean over here. We worked on this. You can see we got most of it out. We got little pieces of gum and stuff to take out. Right now the store looks very barren. I mean, this is now we've got all of the extra counters and all the racks, and it's got a good and vacuumed, and it's a barren looking place right now. And right away when we start putting up this new exhibit, you'll see things are going to start to change soon. All right, back on our tour, we're just passing now. This is what's known as the northwest entrance to the mall. One of the beautiful things about this store that I really fell in love with, it's an octagon. This store is a true octagon shape. And so we've got a western wall, but the two doors are either northwest or southwest, facing 19. So it'll be perfect for catching the tourists coming from the south or coming from the north. They'll be able to see the aquarium. It's got some grand entrance doors out there. And those are going to be quite beautiful. And coming this way, you can see there's another beautiful alcove above a wood floor. So once again, this is where one of the big aquarium exhibits is going to be. And what we're planning here is going to be a touch tank for the kids. And if you've ever been to an aquarium, you see you let them touch the stingrays or the different sponges, and there's different things that it's actually okay for people to touch. And for little kids, they absolutely love it because it kind of gets over their fear of things. It can actually get in there and touch things in the water. So this is going to be the perfect place for that. We've already got the power and the floor and everything.
See, I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and that's all I do is just, let them touch things and let them break things, and I buy stuff just so they can break it.
Yeah, yeah. And they got to do it. It's just kind of a natural thing. And then in back of me is the northwest or the southwest entrance there, and then this is where all the offices are built on the western wall. And you don't realize it, but there's a whole complex of offices behind here. Because of the way it's built out, you'd never even know it. But follow me and we'll check it out. I got the doors open. Let me turn on a few, let me turn on a few lights. Got the offices. This is where the manager used to be. And so you see there's still on the door says store manager. And this was her office, his office, a little wooden desk in there. But it's great to have all these little offices. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And this was a good employment center for kids. Yeah, it's a great employment center. And this was a little, sort of like the secretarial pool. So we got 3 desks in there. And they left some file cabinets behind for us. And they left the desks. Now, the desks, I'm not sure if, they're like, oh, they left the desk for us, but look at that. It's like, were these miniature people that were here? Because they seem awful low, don't they? They're like little tiny desks. Usually they're up a few inches higher. So, but anyway, this is what was left, and we just got to get the carpet cleaned and clean her up in here. It's going to be a good office area for people. And then over here is where they used to. Well, obviously they had a leak in the ceiling or something here. This carpet got destroyed in here. And then we have a key room. And we're slowly trying to make sense of all the keys that were left behind because, they had all the jewelry racks and this and that, and they left us all these keys. And so here's the safe here. So they left us a safe. It's got 2 safes inside of a safe, so you can have your night shift and your day shift. And I think we've got the combination for that. So once the aquarium's up and running, and you got a little locked-in room here with security, and that's where they used to count all the money. And then, so as we're getting out through all those keys there, these are the ones that we've sorted out more, and so we're figuring out keys there and getting them all figured out. So it's working. It's actually, you know, we've been in here since January 1st, so we're starting to make some sense of it all. We found the keys to file cabinets. We found keys to doors that we thought were lost. We found a key how to turn off the alarm on the loading dock door, and so it's coming together. It's kind of like a fun thing too. It's like when you get into an old house, you got to figure out what was what. And then this is just another room in here that we're going to use, and we've got a ladder going up into the ceiling there. The funny part of this department store is everything. And here, I got a flashlight that can even get some light up in there for you. You can see it goes straight up. And so all the piping and wiring and everything is up in there. And whenever you want to change anything, you've got to get your ladder out, and you've got to physically take down ceiling tiles and climb up there and fix the electrical or the air conditioning or the water system.
And where do you stand? And you know,
well, you always have to be on the ladder. It's not easy. There's no catwalk at all in there. So everything is you just got to go up and down, up and down, up and down. I've gotten some good workout on the ladder already. You got there's the on-off switch to the water heater. Like we couldn't figure out why we didn't have any hot water. It's like, well, you got to get way up there and turn the on-off switch on up there.
That's fine.
But the good news is these walls here, they're all drywall. There's good insulation behind them. It's solid stone on the lower level, and then it's all insulated above there. And then we had some foam insulation on the roof, and we've got some a new roof on 2 years ago. Yeah. We're on a solid roof up there. I've been up on it, and we found 4 leaks in the roof, but they've already fixed 2 of them, and the other 2 were pretty minor. So we're checking out everything. Like it rained really hard a couple weeks ago, and we were up there in my boots, you know, just making sure where the water's running, make sure those drains are working, make sure we know what we're getting into as we're negotiating and using this space for the aquarium. Just take care of all the structural problems first, so we don't have any problems with it going forward. Yeah, here's a carpet that was cleaned.
Oh, looks pretty good.
So that's much better, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, much better. And at least the dust is out of it. All the dust and dirt out. Anyway, we're almost done with the tour. We've almost completed the octagon. We're just coming up now on the southwest entrance. And this is another beautiful spot here with a wood floor and sort of wood trim around it. And so we're going to do maps on the wall. We'll have exhibits here. It's got some great mirrors here. It's these dark tinted mirrors here that are quite beautiful. You pan away around there, you'll actually see the filmmaker in the reflection too. This is, if you come in here, we can turn my flashlight on again for the camera. This is an interesting, this will give you an idea of how to get up to the roof. We're going to go all the way up this ladder to go up the roof. We're trying to figure out how we can make this a ride, because as you go up, the whole ladder shakes.
Oh.
So.
A ride?
Yeah.
That's a
Did
good
it
idea.
shake?
And so it's made to shake, I'm sure, maybe.
Well, when you go up there, you can't stop it from shaking. So it's pretty cool. It's a solid ride. And this is one of the areas we had found a leak over here, and so we had to pull down the wall there. And Dave with the mall management got in there and he fixed that leak for us before we got an electrical short out. So the mall has been absolutely fantastic working with us on everything.
And that goes up to the roof.
That goes up to the roof. That's how I get up to the roof. There's a hatch door that's always locked, and I've been up there in the rainstorm. I brought my boots, and we found out what was leaking where. We found this little leak here. We found another leak, and we're fixing them all. Because as we bring in exhibits and fix the carpeting and stuff, we don't want to get ruined again. So we're almost done. If you follow me, we'll take you to what is now my current home or office. We saw all the offices over there, which used to be the mall manager's or the store manager's office there. And I've actually got my office over here. It's more towards the employee lounge and area there because it's one of the few places that didn't have carpet as we get established. Looks nice. This is the employee side, and both of these sections also have bathrooms here, and we've got a wet closet here. So we're very lucky of the facilities here. Got our own men's and girls room for the people, and we're thinking that we might even put a shower in here over this wet sink. So we're going to floor drain and everything. Yeah, because when we're dealing with the aquarium, somebody could get into some chemicals or something and need a shower to get cleaned off. So we're thinking a shower there would work good. This is the old conference room. I was going to make it the office, but not until I rip out the carpet or clean the carpet. But you come down in here, this was the break room. And as you can see, I've already been hanging my hat here, got some clothes here. Just, you know,
you spend time down here, I can tell.
We spend time down here. We got all the employee lockers there. Look at all those lockers they had. Enough lockers there for, I think, 132 employees. I don't think they had quite that many. And then we have the break room. And so this is my office. And I wanted to have a green, sort of give it a green thing, and I found these Christmas trees. I'm like, well, let's just break it up a little bit. Remind me of living in Oregon. Yeah, and here's one of the maps that we just got delivered. And we're just going to start. This is going to be one of our first big displays. This is an actual aerial photograph of the mouth of the Crystal River. And we move that, and you can see here's a speedboat there racing in, and you've got Shell Island and such. And we're going to piece all of these maps together. You see, here's the, let me turn this way so it'll make more sense to your camera there. There's Citrus County, and you can see we've got, I think it's 228 maps here. What we're doing here with these maps is this is going to be one of the first exhibits, one of the main exhibits that's going up, and it's going to be 675 lineal feet of map. It's going to be over 5,400 square feet of map. Each map is 3 foot wide by 8 foot high, and it's going to run around the perimeter of Belks. So people can do a virtual walking tour of all of Citrus County. It would be kind of like if you had gotten in a hot air balloon and just slowly toured all of Citrus County. You'll be able to look down and see everything exactly as it is. These are actual aerial photographs. None of the colors have been adjusted. This is exactly as you would see it from going over in a hot air balloon or a plane or something like that. And each area that we have, let's say we're doing the map, and let's say we have a map of Floral City. We'll be able to expand on Floral City and maybe have some artifacts from the museum there. We'll be able to show people the historic homes there. We'll be able to show people, the bicycle trail there. We'll be able to show people where they can stay there. Be able to show people where the Avenue of Oaks, or you got to go see that. So people came to Crystal River, they didn't even hear of Floral City, and then they're like, oh wow, when you come to this type of visitor center or expo, they'll be like, wow, let's spend an extra day in Citrus County, we'll go visit Floral City, visit the restaurants and things like that. So we're wanting this aquarium to be much more than just an aquarium. We want it to help not just Crystal River and not just the project, but help all of the county grow and prosper. We believe that tourism is one of those clean industries that sort of helps everybody. It's a green industry if it's managed properly, and I think we should roll out the red carpet and welcome those tourists in and treat them as best we can and really show them what we have. So we'll be able to, with these maps, we'll be able to have people sponsor exhibits and all sorts of things and just help the whole economy go.